To Flames TV, guys. It's been 1 week and I've missed you guys so much. And like we always do on the show, we always take it one step higher every time. This time we are going to bring it to you hot. And I've got a very, very prominent guest. Someone who is not new to a lot of your faces. Is someone that has been in the music space, and he's well known for his singing prowess. Today, my guest is none other than Joe Blue. Good to have you on the show, Joe Blue. So tell us, how has it been?
I mean, it's been a bumpy ride, and also been a ride of experience. At least it's been a journey about growth.
So a lot of people don't know how you started. Some of us do, but a lot of people don't know how you started.
Okay.
So we want to talk about how you started, like how it all started.
Yeah, it's been a huge journey for me. And even when I got to Nigerian Idol was an eye opener. It brought me to the market. It showed me what I actually wanted in life, experiencing fame, experiencing a whole lot of money that I finished within 1 year. So you get what I mean?
Wow. Wait. Did you just say you actually finished the money in 1 year?
I finished.
How did that happen?
Yes. So when I was given the prize, I was given the prize money. I think I was at 1.5. I had other people who gave me 1 million, 2 million, like that. So under 1 year, it got finished. Family needs, school needs, fame. Trying to keep up to fame. It's not easy. I had a car. I had an accident to the car. So my life was just up and down because I never experienced fame before. I never knew how to save. I never knew how to invest. I never knew that even if you are successful, you still need to maintain the success. I thought it was just spend the money, club, party, like that. But within 1 year, I finished the money and I was back to square one. Yeah, I was back to square one after 1 year. Yes, I had to go back into gospel singing. So at least churches can come to sing and they give me an honorarium. So I was surviving by an honorarium after, I think, 2013. So I was still getting some couple of shows, some maybe event shows, end of the year parties. They call me most of the time. But at that time, I was just living by event to event. Hopefully an event comes a month, I get paid, that's how I survive. And I dropped out of school in Unilag. I had to drop out to Unilag because at that time, when we were at the Nigerian Idol finale, I could not go back to school because we were writing exams in Unilag. I was in Unilag, Diploma 1. Is it Diploma 1 or Diploma 2? I can't even remember. But I know it was Unilag when Diploma that would cross us into 200 level. So I was there. I couldn't do the exam because finally I dropped out of school and focused on music. Then when the opportunity came for me to leave the country from a music perspective, boom, I disappeared. I also had sexuality issues where people were attacking me. Even I couldn't walk on the road. Area boys were pursuing me. I had to leave one place to another to hide because everybody thought I had money. Because of the fame, they thought I had money. People wanted. Area boys were just chasing me everywhere.
We want to backtrack a bit. So you're saying that, you started off singing in the choir and all that in church. Then how did the opportunity to get into Nigerian Idols come? Were there other auditions that you were doing before then? Or was that
there were other auditions that I was doing. There was one called LG Karaoke. There's one called Project Fame. So you auditioning in front of these producers, they tend to put a mark on your face. And when you keep doing it and you keep getting better, then they will eventually pick you. So I know when I went to Nigerian Idol, Yinka Davis auditioned me in Project Fame.
Okay.
in I think in 2010 or 11. But I wasn't, for you to get to academy is not easy. It's not an easy thing in Project Fame. So when she auditioned me in Project Fame, she saw me in Nigerian Idol too. And once she saw me, she just gave me golden ticket immediately. So like, okay, we know you. Yeah, so why don't you just come and do this here? Even the season one, I was dropped in season one in top 30. I still didn't give
Okay, so
up
that
because
wasn't the first one.
no, that was not the first one. There were two season one, season two.
Yeah.
So season one, I was dropped at top 30 because there was not a lot of votes, and I was not called for wild card at that time. No, I was called but I couldn't go because my father was in a sick bed. He passed away a few weeks after the wild card, so I couldn't even go. Mentally, I was not even sound. I couldn't go. I lost my father. My father was my bread and butter, tea, pure water, clothes. Everything was my father, and when he died, nothing. There was nothing for me to do, so I had to still keep. I went into fashion designing from there. Started sewing clothes for some people around my area. Then when the season 2 of Nigerian Idol came to play, then I was given the chance in Wildcard, and I went for it. To God be the glory. I saw myself in the finale, and the reason why I was not the winner was because my sexuality was outed at that time. Yeah, somebody casted me. Somebody casted me in the competition over there. And that time I was naive. I felt everybody was my friend. I wouldn't call names, but I spoke to some people about my sexuality and everything. So they went to social media. They told some blogs, I think Naira Land or something. They told some blogs, and it came out. That was a backlash on me and a setback. With that, I think I lost a lot of votes, and even companies didn't want to work with me at that time. So I lost it to Messi at that time, which Messi's doing well. She was equally fit to win too. No hate on her. No. She's really good, really good. But at that time, because I was looking at the pattern, I was thinking I was going to win, but I was categorically told that because of the way I am and what they found out, that it was not going to be possible. So, and even at the finale, after I finished singing Olorioko, the companies wanted to go back to change. This is a coded case. They wanted to go back to make sure that it was me, but Tiwa Savage already started bringing the check down, and it was a message. So I was like, okay, fine, it's fine. It is what it is. So what can I do? But it has been a blessing also, and also a cost, because at that time it was tough for me walking on the road. It was tough for me. I had to relocate from Sulere to Ojo. Can you imagine? I thought nobody was going to know me. In fact, they knew me there more better.
When you got there, they also knew you there.
They knew me so much, and I couldn't go back to Sulere, so I just had to stay low-key. I kept singing in churches, and so there was an investor that reached out to me from the US. He was one that told me, what are you doing in Nigeria? Why that you could come and sing here? And based on my sexuality also, like, it's dangerous. And I said, yes, actually, because area boys used to disturb me every time. So he said I should come try it. If I see I don't like it, I can go back to Nigeria. And but if I come and I like it and I feel like it's safer for me, then yes, I would. Yeah, then I would go. Then I would just go and probably just stay on it. I was almost raped by even this so-called Agbero too. So you can imagine, I was almost raped by this so-called Agbero. So I was like, if I go back, I will still face that backlash. I'll still face that humiliation, the harassment, and I was.
But sorry to cut you short. At that time, did you think of relocating to, let's say, maybe
where will I relocate to again now? Even VI said they knew me for VI. And if I had relocated to VI, they knew me in VI, but I was like, if I'd gone to VI, will I be able to maintain my funds? Because even if I was going for events, they pay me at that time per event 100K, 150, good, God willing, 250. There was time Miss Tourism called me in 2013 or 2014. They paid me like 250K. So thank God, it was a good money. But I'm like, if I relocated to Ireland, will I be able to maintain it and still saved? But I said no, or just cheap. Manage. Let me keep this on I have. So I was like, okay, fine. Let me just find a way to like sort myself out. So when the opportunity came, and even the week I wanted, the night for me to travel, the same group of Agberu like this, they were still trying to raid me in my neighborhood. And thank God I had like security guards in that neighborhood. It was a very clean area in Ojo. The night, the one still raided me. And I was like, this was a sign. Let me just go and find my way. So when I came to the US, I was like, I weighed my option and I was like, yeah, why would I? Because they wanted to say they wanted to offer me if I can come back. I'm like, why am I going and coming back? If I go now, maybe I will go. They will now shoot me gone. Let me just stay. Yeah. So yeah, I just said let me just stay. Yeah.
So living in the US now, you were speaking about your sexuality. Living in the US has there been any difference?
Yeah, because
the I know the US obviously.
Yeah, obviously, because US is popularly known and widely known for a free country. You can do whatever you want. You can live whatever you want, but that doesn't mean you have to be disrespectful. I'm from a Christian background. I know my values. I know my Christian value. But as them born me like this, what to make I do? I've tried, I've fought, I've done so many things. But what do you want me to do? So it got to a point I had to come out of my truth and face it. I also did an interview in Nigeria with Pulse Nigeria where they asked me, and I had to come out clean because after they hide them, they were not getting contracts. So let me just tell everybody now, maybe I will even get contracts. So I opened up. So even living in the US, I've had some non-profit reach out to me also, like being a mentor to upcoming artists who are also in the LGBT community. And I'm like, yeah, sure. It doesn't define who you are. It's just a part of me. And it doesn't define my whole total personality it doesn't define my whole life. It doesn't. It's just, unfortunately, I found myself to be like this. Even at that time, my family disowned me at that time. So, family disowned me. What else am I worried about? So, I had to stand up to my truth. I'm like, okay, fine. As I'm living in the US, it's been fine. But in some places in the US, you still get criticized, obviously. But it's generally acceptable to some extent that you can live without turning your back that someone's going to kill you or something like that. So that's the difference.
Now, a lot of people that have that doubted sexuality, I don't know if it's true, but some of them portray, they are very famous, they are influencers now. You should know some of them. One of them
relocated. Wait, so
are you saying now that things have changed?
Wait now. Okay. I know that time that changed. At that time, we are talking about 2012, 2010, 2009. You dare not come online.
It was very weird there.
But because I think it was James in Jennifer's Diary, Ogbolo. We know Ogbolo. Ogbolo was the one that gave us that. I think Ogbolo was the one that gave us that theatrical escape. I call it theatrical escape in the sense that they can claim that they are actors and dress like a lady and get paid without identifying, because Ogbolo is not gay, but he knows how to act like one. So that gave the market to all LGBT community who are aspiring to be actors. So like James Brown, Matt Johnny, so many of them came out, and they're using it to make money, which is the positive thing out of it. So even if they come and they hold them, they say, no, I'm an actor. Because the law states, if you are caught engaging with same sex in the act, that's 14 years, right? But it doesn't say you acting on TV, broadcast media, it doesn't state that. So I think at some level they are protected because they've come to know the truth on what the boundaries of you being LGBT in Nigeria. So that gave that niche. Yeah.
You said something very interesting that when you came out of Idols and then you were not able to handle the fame that came with it. And as such, you misused or mismanaged your funds and then you went broke after that.
Yes.
Are you saying that a lot of people who also passed through that line can go through what you went through?
Life and direct. I would say it's very, very possible because, Nigeria is very difficult. There are not really much investment like that. And even if you get famous, you are being awarded let's say rough case, you have been awarded 3 million, you won a competition, you still need to maintain it. And with the fame, you can easily get distracted. You will think you have arrived when you have not arrived. You get so, and there are so many other people who are like also doing your style, they wouldn't want you to overshadow them. And they will keep doing their own stuff. So you never can tell. You have to keep up to buy new clothes to go for events. You cannot wear the same shoe. You have to wear good clothes. You cannot wear the same clothes and go for 5 events. They will look like you have. So keeping up, it's not easy. That's why a lot of people who go for these TV shows, I encourage them to go to school. Like me, when I came to the US, I just I go back to school. I just
went to school.
Straight. I don't waste time. So most of them, I encourage them that if you win a competition, open a shop, open a boutique, open a barbing salon, open a restaurant, just something that gives you monthly income. Then also go back to school while doing music, because music is a talent and it's also a career, but it's not like an assurance that if I sing and invest 1 million for promotion, I will blow. No, there are a lot of people who I know how much I invested for promotion. Even when I did my 2 singles, nowhere, no radio played it. Upon payment, pay, they didn't pay. They didn't play it. So as much as you have money, you come out, the money can finish if you don't invest. And if the money does not multiply, you get broke. And even the fame is dangerous. You need to know about fame before you go into it. Or even if you find yourself famous, put yourself around people that would advise you rationally for you to make that rational decision, so that by the time you want to lose your mind, they will caution you and say, no, why don't you do like this and save your money? So that I never had that. I never had anybody to tell me to save my money. Everybody wanted to collect money. I learned the hard way. I was hungry for me to understand, okay, fine. For me to be hungry now, I understand if I have any money, I have to save. I was homeless at some point. Those time I was homeless in Nigeria after the whole competition. I was homeless because I had to run away from home so that I can have some peace of mind, because there's so many things going on. So I was homeless, I was broke, I was hungry. So when I came to the US and I had this opportunity, so if I have money, I now understand. Oh yes, I've been hungry before. I've been home, so I know how to make rational decisions. That's why I put music as my plan C now. It's not the priority for me now. Music is not the priority for me now.
But do you see yourself going back into music in the near future?
I mean, I don't think I want to go back to music, except something pushes me. I don't think I want to go back to music. What I'm doing now, I have a company in Nigeria, an entertainment company. So I want to open an entertainment company that would give other young aspiring youths the opportunity to be a musician or whatever they want to be. I would rather be like a Mo Abudu or like a Don Jazzy that has a record label or an entertainment company, shoot films, own a record label, give other people opportunity to become that music artist that they want to be. Me, no problem. I can find singing in church. The Sunday I sing in church, I'm fine. I'm fine, because I've grown so much that I understand that being famous in your career doesn't mean you're successful. No, it does. That's not what it means. It doesn't mean that. There are other ways to be successful. Yeah, there are other ways. Now, I'm a cloud senior infrastructure engineer for a healthcare company. So with that, I'm successful. Wow. I didn't have to go and do. And I could walk on the road. Nobody knows me. I have my privacy. You get, so because I wanted to do music in the US, I had to ask myself, if I do music and I become famous again, will you be able to handle it? Yes, I can handle it, but would you want to just put yourself out there anymore? I was like, nah, I'm fine.
Are you trying to say now that you're very, very scared of putting yourself out there based on what you passed through?
Yes, now they will criticize now, because the thing is, number one, I'm gay. They would say that one said it's like fiam. They would criticize me, even if no matter how the world has changed, there's still that he's gay. And even if I come out, everybody will want to know my family. They will want to know me. They want to know what I'm purchasing. So it's a lot to take in. It's a lot. Initially, I thought being famous was my ultimate greatest success in life. No, that's not it. I grew up and I was like, oh, it means, to me, my greatest success is interpreting other people's dream, opening an entertainment company and making people famous. Yes, who made you famous? Joe Blue. That's it. That's what I want now. Not me.
but looking back at your journey, are you going to still give it to Nigerian Idols? You say that platform was responsible for where you are now.
Yeah, Nigerian Idols, they are so much responsible. Yeah, they played a big part because, why did I say that? Even Nigerian Idol played a big part because Nigerian Idol put me out there. They put me out there to be known. If I go to a bank, they know me, I gain favor. If I go to the courts, they know me, I gain favor. Even the American embassy I went to in Nigeria, in the island, when I went there, everybody knew me. Joblu. So because of Nigerian Idol, he gave me, there were good things. He put me out there. There are so many things I could do and I would be heard because they gave me the platform to show that I have something to prove. So yes, it was part of my success story. Yes, it's part. Yes.
Okay. So, lastly, what advice do you give to people who are also aspiring to get into reality TV shows?
Yeah, I would say, first of all, there's something I learned here in the US. You need to understand the system before you enter a system. So before you want to be famous, you need to know, what does it take to be famous? What are the pros and cons? So if I'm put in a difficult situation, I know how to escape and make that right decision. So it's very important to know what the system is all about. And we also went for The Voice Nigeria in South Africa that they did in South Africa, The Voice Nigeria. Some people, you see, life can be very complicated sometimes. One man's way is different from another man's way. So it's good for you, it might not be you get. So that's how it is. So know your system before you want to move into anything. Know the system. Know what controls that system so you know if you're making the right decision and it's for you. That's it.